Welcome to day 10 of the Ronoc N Roadtrip. I'm Ronoc N Roll, and my one day in Albuquerque went a little something like this. I woke up at the hotel and went downstairs for the continental breakfast, but I only had raisin bran because that's really all I was hungry for. Then I planned my day out, went back upstairs, and got dressed for that day. My stops included a lot of music stores, a DVD shop, and a cafe. In order, it went Slow Low Vinyl, Guava Tree Cafe, Long Hair Records, Vinyl Consumption, and Noble Gaming. Slow Low Vinyl was not a standalone store, however. It was located inside of a larger antique shop. It was a bit too rich for my blood, and again, putting a vinyl in my hot car would not work out in the end. But it was far from a letdown because all the sellers in there had a wide array of things, and it was just a fun walk around. Guava Tree Cafe was kind of a hole-in-the-wall diner, but it was featured on Guy Fieri's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. I didn't know what they focused on in that episode, but on the menu it said that their Cubano was their best seller. So for the second time on this trip, I got the Cubano. I got a mango vanilla smoothie to drink, and alongside it, it came with fries and this garlic dipping aioli sauce that was to die for. The meal was delicious. Here's a picture of the sandwich, and that was incredible. Even the leftovers that I had were amazing. So me and Guy Fieri both give this place a strong recommendation, and I think those are the only two recommendations you need to check this place out for yourself. Long Hair Records was a very cool shop located in this strip mall. It was a very small store, but there was a lot in it. And even though it had records in the name of the store, it seemed to be split 50-50 with records and VHSs. So I looked through everything, and the VHSs, they were stuff that I've never seen before. And it's good and bad seeing a place that knows what they have and know how much to sell it for. By that, I mean most places that have VHSs are usually selling them for like 50 cents or $1 because they're VHSs. But as a collector myself, you can kind of tell when people know what they have and they know they can make a profit off it. So VHSs are going for like $15 instead of 50 cents down at Goodwill or something. The guy in there was really nice, but I didn't buy anything out in the parking lot. I did purchase a ticket for something I'll tell you about later in the video, but I'm not going to spoil it right now. Vinyl Consumption was another shop that was not standalone. It was in a flea market, antique shop kind of thing, and this stuff was right up my alley. And I'm glad I went because besides Vinyl Consumption, the place as a whole had DVDs, CDs, vinyl, VHSs, everything. So I obviously walked around the whole store and I got some stuff. The final stop I made before tonight's big adventure was Noble Gaming, and that was simultaneously the best and worst DVD experience I've ever had. Mainly because they were selling all but maybe 4 or 5 of their DVDs for 95 cents. But Connor, wouldn't that be a great thing for you? Well, yes and no. Let me tell you why. As a collector, when you find a place that has DVDs for so cheap, it seems that you can never find them for cheaper anywhere else. I found places in Massachusetts that had cheap DVDs, and I'm like, wow, I can't believe they're selling this for $2. But when I went here, it seemed that everything was just 95 cents, and that was the cheapest I've ever seen it. So I started seeing DVDs that I had bought for $13 elsewhere go for 95 cents here, and it was heartbreaking, to say the least. I did end up leaving with a stack of I'm not telling you how many, and I'm going to show you what I got from all the stores I went to today in a Star Wars font. I went back to the hotel and got freshened up for my final adventure of the night, which was taking the tram up Sandia Peak. About a 20-minute drive from the hotel is a tram that takes you up to a mountaintop and lets you see the vast open-air beauty that is New Mexico. The 15-minute ride up and back was easy and exhilarating. My favorite joke that our tour guide Dylan told the 30 or so of us on the tram up was, we're about 1,000 feet up in the air now, or as I like to call it, 7.9 seconds. I probably laughed the loudest out of everybody because I thought it was so damn funny. Now I'll stop talking and let you just enjoy the pictures that I got here. Some were from going up, some were at the very top of the mountain, and some were going back. But I did manage to go at sunset, which made it even more beautiful. At the peak, it was 21 degrees cooler than where we started on the ground. That is to say, I was stuck wearing shorts in 36-degree mountaintop weather while taking these photos. But don't be sad for me, I did this to myself. I wrapped up my night with a hot shower and I packed all my stuff, getting ready for Flagstaff, Arizona tomorrow. It's crazy to think that I only have 3 days left until I start my new life on a new coast, but I do appreciate everybody who has been watching, and I deeply thank you for coming with me on this journey. Hopefully when I get to LA, there will be more of this kind of stuff to go along with. But I need to go to bed, and before I do that, I'm going to see how wide my hotel window opens. Bonjour!